So I'm just about to take out these colettes and get them replanted, and these have been my one of my primary brassica sources, along with red cabbages and kale and things like that, all the way through winter. And they just provide a lovely baby leaf harvest at this time of year, essentially like a kale harvest, and some lovely florets. But I thought it'd be a great opportunity now just to take you around all of my brassica beds that are really for the Hungry Gap. So that's the sort of period late April through to sort of early June, something like that. So all the beds that I'm going to show you now for the next minute or so, they are all started in September, and some of them in very early October. And there are multiple successions, basically 3 successions during that period, which will all come through the period of late April, say through to the beginning of June. And I tend to plant them out, keep them in the greenhouse over winter and plant them out sort of January and early February. So I've got some lovely spring cabbages here. I could probably take some of these spring cabbage leaves right now, but right now I've got loads of red cabbages in store, and lots of kale, and so lots of colettes and things like that, as well as lots of purple sprout and broccoli, so I don't really need them. I'm going to leave these to sort of heart up a little bit. Then I've got some nice cauliflowers here as well, and one of those is just starting to button, which means just come a little bit early, but not to worry. So next up I've got romanesco cauliflowers at that end, which are looking really lovely, and more spring cabbages here. These are a little bit smaller than the ones that you saw back there, so they'll come a week or so later, and but all looking really lovely. In fact, these are starting to heart up a little bit, whereas those aren't, so who knows really. So all of these beds that I'm showing you were fully planted up all the way through autumn and winter. Asian greens and lettuces in autumn, spinach in winter, and now all these brassicas. And in this bed we've got a few beetroot, and then we've got more cauliflowers, lots of calabrese, and more cauliflowers there. And then we're on to my babies. So all those previous beds, as I said, September, October plantings, sowings. These were January sowings, and planted out in sort of late February sort of time. And again, more spring cabbages, and in this case, Savoy cabbages, beautiful little baby Savoy cabbages. These are Paludium, so these should come ready in early June. So late April, then May, and then early June. And then by sort of mid-June, then we tend to be starting on some red cabbages. And then these are the earliest red cabbages. So I've got red drumheads here, which are well on now. Nowhere near hearting up, but they've still got plenty of time for that. And as you can probably see here, that I've got lots of spinach in this bed. So these were planted into a spinach bed. I've been progressively harvesting that spinach, and I'll probably harvest it all over the next week or so, and then leave the whole bed to the red cabbages. And these are red Ladero, which come a bit later. So these will come in mid-June and July. These will come in early August, and then I'll be on to my main crop red cabbages, which are about that big now. So that's a little snapshot of the outdoor brassicas, and I've just got these few 7 I think calabrese growing in here underneath the trestle table. It's a bit dark at the moment because I've got all my veggies here that I'm planting out today on top of it, but once those are off, there's lots more light getting through here. And these will also come ready sort of in May, so we'll have probably a bit of a glut of calabrese in May, but we get our family, we're big flowering brassica eaters, so we'll soon get through all that. And these were planted out late February, after all the winter lettuces were finished down here. And I kind of interplanted these with some salad onions and some radish and some Asian greens as well. So if you're interested in the way that I garden, sort of efficient year-round gardening, then I do recommend you subscribe to my newsletter. It's free. You can find it at steverichards.substack.com, and it goes through all the nitty-gritty details of what I'm sowing, what I'm pricking out, what I'm potting on, and what I'm planting and what I'm harvesting each week, all the problems I'm having, what I'm doing about them, all the different growing environments that I've got and how they all work together. So if you're interested in that, my name's Steve, this is the Outgrow channel, and I'll see you soon.